Hello, I am so happy to be here. Tonight, what I'm going to do is show you kind of exactly how you can break this down so that you can make money teaching paint parties. And then I'm going to basically turn this part off and then just have me and you talking and me basically giving you as much as I can as far as answers go. So go ahead and let me know in the comments if you can hear me, if you can, I don't know if you'll be able to see me. Awesome. Okay, you can hear me great. Okay, so we're having a little bit of tech issue. Usually you can see my face on the side, and so I'm a little frustrated because you can't see my face. However, at the very end, what I'll do is end this, and then I'll go live again so that I can talk to you where you can see my face. Okay, so let's get started. Let's have fun. All right, so profitable paint parties, do a number one if you have kind of seen what the possibilities are of turning your artistic passion into a business or even just making a little bit money, right? Just making a little bit of money. And so I want to show you, I know some of you have asked this week about ceramics, about door hangers, about wine glasses. The sky's the limit. And remember yesterday, we talked about how you can, have adult parties, kids parties, churches, community centers, all different types of places. So I just want to show you that there are many possibilities. Oh, that's great. You can hear me. Yay. Okay, good. And I can see this now. So I can see all of your comments on the side. Even though you can't see my face, I feel like I'm missing my BFFs. I feel like I can't see you and it's making me sad. And I'm also going to be giving away more brush sets tonight and also some really cute ornaments for a few of you as well as a surprise. Okay. So here are some in-person paint parties, okay? So these were all parties that have just been done this year. Like it's crazy. And the Christmas one and the one on the top right and the top left are the ones that were done last Christmas. And then you can see the pumpkins and then the ones we did in the spring. So fun. Okay, who is interested? Do a number two if you are interested in the possibility of teaching online. Okay, so the reason why this is so important is because a lot of you may be interested in teaching online as well. Yeah, Billy, you won't see me until the very end. You won't see me until the end. Okay, awesome. Wow. There are a lot. Regina, Tina, Benita, Sunny, oh my gosh, so many of you are interested in teaching online. So you can see over here on the right, that is me teaching a corporate party, a pumpkin party. I just did that one a few months ago. So yes, it's so possible. And that's another really cool thing about making money doing something you love. All right, the next one, who is interested in art kits? Okay, we have some of our paint party headquarter members, and you can see one of our paint party headquarters, Mayete here. She is so awesome at art kits, and we have many other people. So do a number three if you're interested in doing art kits. Okay, I'd love to see. Oh, Dee, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh, Joanne. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, teaching online gives you so many opportunities. Yes, Jamie, I agree. Regina, Jessica, oh, wow. Okay, so if I am hearing you right, you want to know how to do in-person parties, you want to know how to do art kits, and you want to know how to do online parties. Very cool. Okay, do a number four if you're interested in custom orders. Okay, so do a number four if you're interested in doing custom orders. Now, the coolest thing about custom orders is this is for somebody who may, like seriously, like you're nervous about trying to do an in-person paint party. You're nervous about trying to, I love that. Is that Vicky that said all of it? I love that. Yeah, so if you're nervous about doing, in-person or online, custom orders is another way. One of our paint party headquarter members has done so many, and I see Sabrina interested in all of it. Lori says 4. Awesome. So custom orders, Tina, is kind of when maybe somebody like you paint a really pretty porch leaner and you post a picture of yourself holding it and you're like, look what I painted today. A lot of times people will say, hey, I would love to have one too. and they might contact you as well. So what I want you to do is, I know in the Snowman Showdown, we gave you a piece of paper that said paint party questions. Hopefully this week you have been writing down all of your paint party questions. If you have, I want you to start typing those in the comments, because my team, let's give a round of applause for the team. Woo-hoo! The team has actually, they're grabbing your questions and they are putting it on a spreadsheet for me. And then what's going to happen at the very end is I am going to answer all of your questions. Okay, Melissa says, show me the vacation money. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Okay, so Art Heals. Who in here with a number 5, right? Do a number 5 if this is you, believes Art Heals? I told you this at the beginning. Like, I initially started doing this to make money, and then I started realizing the potential it had for so many people. So yes, it's fun. Yes, it's about just, making extra money to go on vacation, to buy Christmas presents, whatever, but it is also about helping people. So never, ever, ever forget that. Yes, we have fun. Yes, we do a lot of stuff, but just let me know in the comments with, let's see, I would like a number 10 if, only if, the last 2 days being live with me and painting with me, was it kind of like healing? Was it a stress relief? Was it fun? Was it hopefully inspiring? Like, let us know if that is true, because if you felt that, which I know for me, it was so good to take my mind off of what's going on in the world and to have fun with you. Like, that was so, so great. So if you kind of had that feeling too, then let us know in the comments if this past couple of days has been therapy, has been fun, has been inspiring, because that is what you're going to do as well with your customers. And I am so excited to show you how. So excited. Okay, what do you want to use your paint party money for? Okay, so this is what we went through a couple of times. Oh, I love that, Lanita. Yes, I needed some me time. Very cool. Destiny says 10, art is definitely therapeutic. Jerry says painting has always been a stress release for me. Oh, y'all, I am loving this so much. Loving this. Oh, let me go ahead and give a couple of prizes away. Oh, Melissa Reyes, you're going to be the first one. Melissa, R-E-I-S. If you'll email support@texasartandsoul.com, I'll send you some brushes. And let's also have D Natural. D Natural, if you'll send me your full address. And then also we'll do Lori Takis. Lori Takis. I'll give all of y'all some brushes. And then Doris Wilson, I'll give you a set of brushes too. Okay, so and don't worry, I'll be giving more away. So just, keep your questions coming, your chat, all of that, so it doesn't make me feel like I'm alone when I see your comments. It's so good. Okay, so the reason we put Tostito chips down there is because I remember years ago going to my mother-in-law's house when I lived in a trailer, and I would go to her house because it was so cold in the trailer house I lived in that I would get up, basically get dressed, go to her house, and then I would wash all my laundry, because at that time I didn't have a washer and dryer that worked. And it was about 20 minutes away. And then while my clothes were washing, I would eat her Tostito chips, and my stepdad had Ensure, and I would drink their Ensure and eat Tostito chips, and I literally thought this was the greatest. I was like, if I can just one day afford the name brand chips, like that was like my definition of success. It was so crazy. So what I want you to do is remember that every single one of you have a different definition of success, and it does not need to be the same as mine, the same as your neighbors, right? Some people really like nice purses. I could care less about a purse, but give me a good pair of boots. That's what I want. So again, I'd rather spend my money on travel, on cute boots, before I ever want to buy a really nice purse. However, if you want to buy a really nice purse, I don't care. Like, that's your thing. So whatever makes you feel successful. So remember, we did that with our goals. What is your goals for? Okay, this is very important. I highly, highly recommend you screenshot this or write it down. There are people less qualified than you doing what you want to do right now. So if you're like, oh, I'm not that good, then that's what you're telling yourself. Remember, what you are telling yourself is what you're going to believe. So please know that I know I am not the best painter. Like literally, I will always tell you, I know I'm not the best painter. But if I want to make money for my family, I will go out there and teach a paint party like nobody's business. And probably not paint any of the time. So remember, you don't have to be the best painter to do this. All right, pricing breakdown. Okay, so remember we talked about if you have 10 people times $35, that you're bringing in around $290 after expenses. So what I'm going to do is kind of show you. Now, here's where I am different than most places. A lot of places will say, you need to buy a franchise. You need to go get a huge loan. You need to spend 20 grand buying every color paint, every apron, every easel known to man. Like that is not how I teach. The way I teach is a profit every party. So for example, when I was first starting this, I didn't go buy 15 rolls of, paper towels. I went to the dollar store and I bought one roll of paper towels. Then I bought one thing of baby wipes. I bought enough plates for the party. I bought enough paint just for that party. Okay. The canvas, only the canvas plus a couple of more for what I needed. And get this. When I first started, I didn't even really buy brushes. I just used the random brushes that I had at my house. So you don't have to worry about trying to buy brushes, all of these different things, okay? So again, when you walk out a profit from the very, very, very first party, how do you think that's going to make you feel, right? A little bit confident? Just a little bit? I don't know about you, but when you leave there, I talked about that guy making $8 million last year, and then he said afterwards, well, we haven't turned a profit yet. You can definitely, from your very, very first party, if you follow the way I'm teaching you, you don't need aprons yet. You don't need easels yet. Oh, what was that? I think did you hear my little, that was so cool. I had like a little, it sounded like Tinkerbell was in my office. I don't know what happened. Okay, so you don't need all of that stuff. And then it was stars. Thank you. Whoever gave me stars. Oh, more stars. I need to turn that down a little bit. That's very exciting, actually. Oh my gosh, that freaked me out. I think I'm not used to the stars. I didn't know they made that must be a new thing. They really can't do that to an artsy person. We are way too squirrel for that. Okay, so let me try to focus. Do not send stars, y'all. I will be so squirrel the whole freaking time. Now you're gonna send stars. I know it. Y'all know I can't focus if I hear stars. Okay, so glitter. One of the things I love about this business is we get to write off glitter. How cool is that, right? How cool is that? Leah Drake, do not feel bad for not having aprons and easels. I did not have that for a long time. Again, don't worry about that kind of stuff. But this is the coolest part about this business. We get to write off glitter, right? How cool is that? Okay, so a couple of people, Sheila and Jess. So Sheila, if you're on here, please let us know. I would love to send you a pack of brushes just for this, just for posting this. She says, I have a small party of about 9 people scheduled for the 30th of November at my dad's house with some of my family members. So I haven't sent the script out yet, but I love the video of you showing us how to do that. So I wanted to highlight Sheila here. She is one of you in the Snowman Showdown right now. And then also Jess, she went her places to start to call. Very excited. She's got the county building. Oh, the county building. I haven't tried that one yet. Sheila, you're welcome. Email us at support@texasartandsoul.com and we will send you some brushes. And Jess, yay, you're here too. Jess, if you will email us at support@texasartandsoul.com, we will send you brushes as well. So Jess has hers: restaurants, country clubs, local pubs, senior center. And I highly recommend, Jess, if you will send the magic script, okay? Make sure you send the magic script. You can call if you want, but I find that calling, I just learned this new term. Okay, y'all want to hear it? I'm very excited about saying it because it makes me sound really intelligent. We will see, okay? Interruption marketing. Nobody likes interruption marketing. So what that means is think of like a cold call real estate agent. Or think of it like the mall people that when you're walking down the mall, they're trying to throw you lotion, they're trying to throw you, they're trying to straighten your hair, whatever it is. We don't care if they were trying to hand us our favorite chocolate bar. Our body and soul tells us no, no matter what. It just says no. Even if it's something we want, I might be like, yeah, I really wanted my hair straightened, but because you interrupted, I just say no. So a lot of times when you call, that's kind of that same feeling. So if you need to, make sure you do. Oh, thank you. I heard that the other day and I was like, that is so smart. I'm going to use that. So don't do interruption marketing. Do the magic script. It works so good. Okay, Karen, you are also, so Karen, if you recognize this, and Jamie with 2 M's, if you recognize these right here, please email us at support@texasartandsoul.com and we will send you a brush set as well. So Karen says, I finished the snowman and I love how it turned out. I used some gold metallic paints in the hat and bow. I also added glitter, and she says, oh, Karen, I'm so happy for you. You have no idea. She says, I reached out to 5 places and heard back from 2 of them. Thank you, Heidi. Oh my gosh. Well, you did the work. Let's give her a round of applause. Everybody give her some love. Karen, that is amazing. And then Jamie says, added some glitter, also added some Christmas snowflake embellishment. Ooh, that is gorgeous, by the way. She says, I booked 2 parties with the snowman, half canvas, half door hanger. I absolutely love it. Y'all, that is what I'm talking about. Very, 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 very excited for you. Right there, we have people, that's 2 parties there and 2 parties there. Congratulations. That is so exciting. So exciting. Okay, and then Lisa, I am so excited for this holiday snowman showdown. I have a paint party with it and 3 people have already signed up. Y'all, this is what I'm talking about. It's not a lot of places online you go and people are like, yeah, try this, it might work. Try that. I'm telling you, this works. Okay, so Lisa and Joan, please email support@texasartandsoul.com and I will send you some brushes as well. And Joan says, had fun painting this one. I have my own snowman showdown on the 19th of this month. Again, more of you in the snowman showdown actually already getting ready to make money. How cool is this? We're talking literally just did the snowman showdown and before the end of the month, already making money. That's better than like working for Uber, right? Like that's like immediate money. It's so freaking cool. Okay, so I know we all don't believe the same way, and I am totally okay with that. I'm totally respectful of that, but I just cannot, talk to you about, having success, talk to you about this without sharing just a little bit about my bankruptcy story. So if it's okay with you, just put yes if you want to hear my bankruptcy story. Some of you may have already heard it. If you have, I apologize. You can just go la 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 la, put your hands in your ears and la 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 for a little bit. But I'll just spend a couple of minutes if that's okay. If you want me to share a little bit about how I got here and why I do not put my identity in success, okay? I put my identity in God, in Jesus, because I cannot. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, good. Awesome. So basically what happened, I was a teacher for 10 years, teaching 850 students a week, overwhelmed, everything. And then we went bankrupt. We lost our home. We were living in Florida at the time. We lost everything. And I remember just being so devastated and not really just really embarrassed. I couldn't really tell anybody, like even my friends. I was too scared to talk about it. And then I was like, okay, I need to like, I don't know if you've ever had like something where you feel shameful or you feel embarrassed by it. Like I was just really, really shameful about it. Well, I tried to like, because art heals. So I started trying to paint these surfboards so I could stop thinking about this. And my daughter's 18 now, so you can see how little she was back then. And so I started painting these surfboards and I was bringing them to school while I was teaching and I was working on them on the breaks. Well, my kids started seeing them and they would go, Miss Easley, oh my gosh, paint me a surfboard. And I was like, no, this isn't, this is just for fun, blah, blah, blah. And she'd be, another kid would go, no, Miss Easley, I really, paint me a surfboard, put my name on it. And I would say no. And then finally, one of them, after about the 150th kid said, Miss Easley, paint me a surfboard. I finally was like, oh my gosh, this might sell. This might be something something that could help my family get out of this situation. So I call my mother-in-law and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I have this idea. And she's like, oh, this is great. So we scheduled this meeting. If you've ever been to Panama City Beach, Florida, let me know in the comments. I lived there for nearly 10 years. And we set up this meeting with this guy at Pier Park, which is like an outdoor mall. And so I basically brought this polyurethane surfboard that was still wet. And I walk into his office and I'm like, hey, can I sell these at your fine mall establishment? And, to my surprise, he says yes. And he says, I think you could make some really good money off of this. So we get ready. I rope in the whole family. We got my mother-in-law, my stepdad, one of my best friends, Allison. You can see her ponytail right beside the surfboard there. She's actually a part of the team, so she's probably listening right now in the background. We got everybody roped in. My husband, all of these people. Oh, good, Donna, you love PCB. Oh my gosh, Kathy's going there tomorrow. Oh, I miss it so bad. I'm going there right after Christmas to see some of my family. And even though I'm Texas, I grew up in Texas, we do have a couple of our siblings that moved there too. And so anyway, so we're set up. We're like, this is going to be awesome. So excited, like second chance, like, oh my gosh, I can get my family out of this situation. Then nobody is buying my surfboards. Like nobody. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, this is, awesome, but nobody buys. So what do you do when nobody buys and you've already like went bankrupt before the age of 30? You go to Buffalo Wild Wings and you have a drink at the bar. So here I am, my mother-in-law senses my frustration and she's like, hey, let's go across the street and have a drink. And so my husband takes over the booth. We walk across the street and I'm having a drink at the bar and I'm literally like, I don't know what to do. I'm not 30 yet. I have this toddler. Life sucks. Life is hard. I have no money. I don't know what to do. And then I'm a second drink in and I'm literally like, I don't have another plan. Like this was my only plan. Like I don't know what else to do. Life is hard. And then in a moment, my husband calls and everything changes. He calls and he says, Heidi, get over here. We have orders. And I'm like, you're lying. And he's like, no, get over here. We have orders. And so I look at my mother-in-law and she's like, go, go. And so I get up, out of my seat. I walk across the street because Buffalo Wild Wings was right across the street where we were set up outside. And I look at my husband and he's got these paper tickets and I'm, a little bit tipsy if I'm honest. And he says, get to painting. Heidi, get to painting. And I'm like, in that moment, seriously, y'all, I was done for. Count me out, felt like I was the lowest I could be. And then I felt like God scooped me up and literally like, I felt like him saying, not only are you going to be okay, but you're going to be able to do what you love for the rest of your life, which is paint. And so I painted and laughed and painted and laughed. And yes, a little bit tipsy that night. And I remember just thinking, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So we went on in just 2 months. I sold over 1,000 hand-painted surfboards in just 2 months, bringing over $20,000 to my family. And this was a time when I was the slowest painter in the world. Like it used to take me like a year to finish a painting. And now I was able to paint so many. Sometimes I would, stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning painting these surfboards. Sometimes I would paint in my car. Allison, that's sitting there behind the table, she would paint in my car with me while it was raining, and so many different things just to make it happen. And so I want you to know that art really can heal, and art can help you get out of a situation. And a lot of you may be watching this and you are not in a situation where you need money, but how much can this help you by being social with other people? Maybe it's friendships you're looking for. So I just want to show you this picture because this was last year and we have another party scheduled at this right now. We have another party scheduled for December 11th, I think, or 9th. I can't remember. But the reason I show you this picture is because look at my face. Like, I am so happy doing this. Like, this isn't a fake smile. Like, this is me in my element wearing a stupid Walmart Christmas sweater, like having fun. And every time I teach a paint party, and at this point, I don't technically have to teach paint parties in person because most of my time and energy is devoted to paint party headquarters and helping you. But here's the thing. I do it because it is so freaking fun. And me and Bobby and Pixie want to go on a trip, or I want to pay for her Christmas. Teach a paint party. It is great money. It is great money. So it's very, very exciting because even if you're like, okay, maybe I don't have a money issue, how can you do this and really have fun and be social with people? And there's my husband with his silly skull one. There's my mother-in-law and there's my daughter. And so she has been a part of the process this whole time. I'm going to tear up just thinking about that. Now that she's 18 and she just last month taught a paint party by herself. Like how exciting is that? And knowing that I taught my daughter she can go out and make $1,000 like that if she needs to makes me so, so proud. So, so proud. So my challenge to you is to have a guinea pig paint party, okay? So a guinea pig paint party is so easy. You're literally just having a couple of people around your kitchen table setting it up. And I want you to notice on the right, there's not anything fancy. Okay, ignore the aprons, pretend there's no aprons. But there's seriously, you can just put down a canvas, a little bit of paint, and practice it. So if you want to do a guinea pig paint party this week, remember I'm doing that $500 giveaway where you can decorate it, kind of like I did downstairs. I showed y'all yesterday. If you want to do that and then submit to enter for that $500, I would love that. But again, just teach your husband, teach your spouse, like anybody, grab a neighbor, grab the weird neighbor. I don't know, just have fun with it and really, really try to have that. And then again, like I was talking about, do hashtag best paint party ever. And the deadline for that, I am almost 100% sure, Donna, is November 15th. Team, correct me if that's wrong, but I'm almost positive it is November 15th. And then basically just set up a cute little area. You don't have to have easels. And I'm going to pick one person to win $500 cash. And it is done, yep, November 15th at 1, is it 12 a.m. or 12 p.m.? What is that, Brendan, a.m.? Sorry, I'm making sure. I want to give you the right exact deadline for anybody who's wanting to enter that. Oh, 1 p.m. is when I'm going to announce it. So I recommend please make sure you do the hashtag best paint party ever and have at least 3 pictures of your setup and of the finished paintings. And then I'm going to pick. So don't do it at 1 o'clock because that's when I'm actually going live and picking it. Okay, let's see. Roxanne's screen is not live. Roxanne, yes, it is. Can you see us, hopefully? Roxanne? Okay, hopefully. Okay, and then there's, just set it up. Literally, all it is the snowman, some brushes, the water, and your paint. That's all you got to do. And then just teach them. Yeah, definitely. So ASAP before the date. Yes. And then what I want you to do is post it inside the Snowman Showdown. Post it inside. Roxanne, no. Oh, you can't see it? Huh, that's weird. Maybe, Roxanne, try to go out and come back in. That's strange. Can everybody else see it? Okay, and if you need a reminder, here's an easy way to get started if you want to actually book a party so that you can make money. Okay, so easy step to get started. Hi, my name is Heidi or Roxanne or Lanita or Stacy, whoever. She says, hi, oh, I'm so glad. She says, you give me so much hope, Stacy says. Oh, so thankful. This is why I'm here. I want to help you realize that this is important, okay? That this can happen. Hi, my name is Heidi, and I teach step-by-step paint parties. I would love to see about doing an event at your restaurant on a slow night. Do you have time to talk this week? Okay, so what I want you to do is screenshot this, okay? Kim, Skipper, all of you screenshot this right now. And Cindy, screenshot it. Melody, Craig, screenshot this because I want you to make sure you have this magic script. Even if you don't join Paint Party Headquarters, I want you to make some money teaching paint parties. All right, and then we have Crystal. She says, eek! I don't know if I did that right. It really does work. So excited. And thank you, Heidi and PPHQ team. She says, hi, my name is Crystal and I teach step-by-step parties. I would love to see about doing an event at your vineyard. Do you have time to talk next week? Look at this. Hi, Crystal. Absolutely. Would you like to coordinate a time between Wednesday and Thursday to chat? Let me know what time best works for you and the best number to reach you at. How freaking cool is that? So cool, right? I'm telling you, this works. And then Kathy says, I have great news. I just finished watching Heidi's videos after signing up a couple of days ago. I followed the directions. I contacted a coffee shop in town, did the magic script, got scheduled twice a month through Christmas, posted on our local neighborhood Facebook page, and received payment from 3 people who I do not know. That all happened today. I am excited and terrified. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you are excited and terrified. In our world, we call it nervited. That's what Pixie calls it, nervited. So if you are nervited, just put nervited. Not sure how to spell that, but it's so true because things can happen fast, right? And that's the thing about this too. If you take action fast, you take action and then all of a sudden, now you got to make it happen, right? And I just showed you how to do this. So it's very cool. And don't worry, I will answer all of your questions at the very end. So keep sending your questions because at the very end, and I see Brenda's nervited. I will. So Lori, your question on how do you take payment? I will answer all of those at the very end. So don't worry. And Marilyn says, Mr. Snowman is so popular. My second class. We have had so many signups. We've had to make another class for next week. The ladies had a great time. We even listened to Heidi's Christmas playlist. That's the coolest thing too. We have playlists for you. You don't even have to come up with great music to play at your parties. We have it ready for you. Carol says, just want to give a big shout out to how good God is. This week I have an order for 22 art kits, 17 watercolor kits, a paint party Friday night with 12 attending, Saturday face painting, and a birthday party of 15. She says, I'm not bragging at all, just praising God of answering prayers and leading me to PPHQ team. Okay, Carol, brag. That is what we're here for. In this group inside a Paint Party Headquarters, yes, we want to celebrate with you. Shout it from the rooftops. That is what we are for. And then Janet says, just hit a new record in monthly sales. September has exceeded $10,000 in ticket sales. And I keep wondering when I'm going to wake up. Somebody pinch me. I had no idea when I added paint parties to my furniture painting business, it would become this wildly successful. Needless to say, I no longer paint furniture as I just don't have time for it. Okay, so I want to remind you, $10,000 a month is not everyone, okay? So Janet goes for it. She kicks butt, takes names, like make sure, I don't want to ever say you're going to come in here and immediately make 10 grand. I will not ever be that person. And you will never hear me say, oh, do this and quit your day job. I will not be that person either, because as you know, I went bankrupt. I just talked about it. So I'm very, very careful because my family likes to eat and I'm sure your family likes to eat. So when you do a side gig like that, I always caution people to, this obviously she is a go-getter. So let's give a round of applause for Janet. And then Jennifer, here's another go-getter. I have been doing paint parties full-time for 2 years now. Last month was my best month yet, a little over $11,000. That's insane. Yeah, it is, Jennifer. I'm grateful and very happy. It's a lot of work, but it's what I'm made to do. So congratulations. Yes, Benita says, I'm exhausted just hearing that. It is a lot. That's a lot of money. Like, there's this quote. I have it on my wall over here, and it says something. Where is it? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna find it. Where is it? It's something like, I don't want to mess it up, but it said something like you can't have a minimum wage work ethic. You can't have $1 million paycheck on a minimum wage work ethic. I think that's what it was. And so, yes, Janet and Jennifer are kicking butt, taking names, and so proud of them. And the reason we're showing you this is because we want you to know that this is serious money. Serious money. And right there, you can see, if you start counting those people, that is a lot of pumpkin paychecks. A lot. Okay, so I want to know if booking parties, designing flyers, getting prepays, going live on social, marketing yourself, selling art kits, creating new paintings, time management, how to teach step-by-step, social media, when you think about all of that, does it make you kind of gasp and maybe want to pull your hair out? Because that's where I was years ago when I was doing all of this by myself. It was insane. I was trying to teach. I was trying to do this by myself. It was so overwhelming. Because what I want to show, this is exactly what I was talking about the other day. Oh, Brenda, that's so cool. Angel numbers, very cool. Leanne says, yes. I remember, like I told you the story the other day, whenever I was in so much pain, I was trying to create new paintings while I was teaching 850 students. Like, it was a lot. So I literally created Paint Party Headquarters for myself because it takes all of the work out of it. Do you still have to go teach the party? Of course. I'm not going to fly and teach your party. However, I will gladly give you hundreds of designs, marketing materials, everything. So here's just a little bit inside Paint Party Headquarters. And remember, I'm going to kind of tell you what's in here real quick. I'll kind of go through this part quick, and then we're going to stop this screen, and then I'm going to go live again just so I can see you face to face, because we had a little tech issue where I can't see you face to face with this. Usually we can. And then I'll answer your questions where you can see my face. So Lisa says she's anxious. Leanne says, I've just picked up a few ways to work it so I can also help with our grandkids. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Let me go ahead and pick a couple more brush winners too. Oh, Vicky Polly, let's go ahead and pick you for the next winner. If you'll email support@texasartandsoul.com with your full address. She says, I used the magic script a couple of weeks ago and got a gig at a local coffee shop for possibly every other month. That is so cool. And Donna, yeah. So right now, Donna Mincy, yeah, you can only see the screen with the picture. And then, yeah, we had a tech issue. So Donna, if you want to send us your full email address at support@texasartandsoul.com, I will send you some brushes. And then let's also have Crystal with the C-A or C-H, I believe. And then let's also have Sarah Koger. And then let's have Carmen, okay? We'll have all of y'all and get some brushes if you want to email us. Okay, so inside Paint Party Headquarters, I know sometimes people are like, okay, it sounds great, but like, what do I really get? You're going to get so much marketing training that I don't want you to be overwhelmed, but you'll get marketing training where you can basically look professional. And whenever we have it on my face, I will show you one of my early marketing flyers that is so embarrassingly ugly. I gotta find it. It's so ugly. It's somewhere in my paperwork right here. But yeah, it's so bad. So you are, I'm sure when you're in Paint Party headquarters, you're very grateful I'm not doing those for you. We have professional people that actually design that on the team that help us. And you get prepaid attendees, so you're already paid before the party starts. We help you, show you exactly how to do that. Stephanie Griffin, I'm gonna send you some brushes. Don't you worry, girl. And Donnie, yes, my marketing flyers are so ugly. And then we'll have paintings and marketing done for you, like the nutcrackers that everybody's going psycho for. When you're in Paint Party headquarters, you get access to teach those right away. And have more fun and make a profit every paint party. All right, you get monthly on-trend painting tutorials. So actually every quarter, what we started doing is every quarter we give you, so like December 1st, we will have like all of our spring stuff. So you can see that beautiful wine bottle with the sunflowers, that will be released December 1st. And the reason why is because we want you ready. We want you ahead of the game. Like I have already been painting these Christmas paintings for you back in June, like early, because they released. Oh, Jessica, thank you. She joined Paint Party headquarters today. And that's awesome. Thank you for trusting us. So yeah, everything is released to you early. Every month we give you marketing materials. We give you marketing and social media trainings. We have monthly live Q&As. Every month I go live. Cheryl, oh, I would love to give you some brushes, Cheryl Otto, if you would email us at support@texasironsoul.com, your full address. Monthly Q&As, we do meetings where we have you like meet up with other people and brainstorm and strategy sessions, and then of course optional prayer and gratitude meeting. Again, I know not everybody believes the same way I do, and we have people of all faiths, people who, whatever religion or non-religion, and that does not matter, okay? So I just like to have it as an option because I just know that my business would not be where it is unless it was for God. So I have to give glory to God for that. And then over 6.5 years, so I saw today, oh my goodness, and I just love you so, so much. I saw today a little bit of a freak out with some of our brand new members. So I want everyone right now to just take a big deep breath. Another big deep breath. Ready? Now, as much as I am an excited person, and I am if you cannot tell, I am very passionate about paint parties, like very passionate. I am also a very, very drama-free person. I am so about having fun in life and sharing God's love through art and just going about our life as kind as possible. And again, my kindness does not mean weakness. Do not mistake that. But we are a place where we like to have fun. We are a place where we want to encourage each other. And so today, when I saw a lot of you just totally freaking out, you're trying to digest 6.5 years of information in one day, okay? So do not treat Paint Party headquarters as a binge series on Netflix. That is what you will not enjoy, Skipper. Yes, Skipper, you aren't the only one, I promise. It wasn't just you. I want you to treat it as a library as you go in and grab one training at a time. And one of the things I'll show you whenever we get to my face is how to go to Kajabi. That is the biggest thing, because you get in the group and you get overwhelmed, you get excited and you want to do everything. And then it's like, you're exhausted, right? And so I want you to know that this is a safe place to have fun, we do not talk politics in here. If we don't have anything nice to say, we don't say it, all of that kind of stuff. Oh, Barbara Williams, you are the winner. Please email support@texasartandsoul.com. So yeah, so I just want to remind you that that's kind of something that we have. So here's the thing. It's $47 a month. One of the greatest things about this is you can write this off, okay? This is a part of your marketing. So besides the fact that you get to write glitter off, you also get to write this off. So if you don't know what that means, I highly recommend when you're doing your paint party business, charge all of your expenses on one card. Okay, it's so much easier. And then make sure you write all of those expenses off. It is so valuable. I am telling you, like, I wish somebody would have had this for me nearly 20 years ago when I first started this. I would have easily paid more than $47 to have everything at my fingertips. Literally everything at my fingertips. So this is not one of those programs where you sign up and then you never see me again. Literally, if you sign up tonight, we have a bonus live tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll be there answering questions. Regina Judd, you're the next winner. Y'all are getting me with that. Y'all, I do overgive. I love feeling like Santa Claus. Okay, so if you do want to join, and you can see some of our Paint Party headquarter members right there in the middle. There's a few of them, and then some of the people I've painted with on the left and the right. Here is the link if you want to join. You totally can. If you need the link, just put the word link and you can grab it there. Another bonus, oh, actually 3 more bonuses we want to give you. So you're going to get the winter cardinal painting tutorial, which, oh my gosh, Julie, she is a godsend. She is on our team and she does a lot of the painting tutorials for us as well. So you'll see sometimes painting tutorials that she's filmed for us. Jessica Hall, of course. Y'all are kidding me. And then the magic scripts, we have 14 of them. So you'll get that in your email right away so that you can download it and print it. And then you're also going to get the creative content prompt calendar. It's a 12-month calendar that takes all the guesswork out of what to post on social media. Okay, so I want you to take a deep breath. Imagine if, and I want you to do a number 1 if this is something that you would love. Imagine if you could craft for a living. Yes, craft for a living. I said it, craft and paint, right? I can't even believe this is my life. You could wake up and know your on-trend paintings are already designed and ready to go. You do not have to even think about spring. I got you covered. Like literally December 1st, our spring stuff releases. You have rights to use all of our designs in Paint Party headquarters. We have hundreds. You can choose your own hours based on when you want to teach craft and paint parties. Now I'm going to be very, very, very honest with you, and I want you to hear me. Okay? I know a lot of you said you want to build an online paint party business. Online takes longer. The fastest way to cash is in-person paint parties, especially right now. You just saw all those people I talked about. But should you build something online as well? Yes, you should. You should definitely. This is one of our spring paintings. We already have this ready for you. This will be ready for Paint Party headquarters, ready to go December 1st. So imagine if you can breathe easily knowing marketing flyers, Facebook banners, and so much more are already done for you. You can create your business your way, mobile or brick and mortar. Okay, this is not a franchise. Oh, Vivian, yes. Go ahead and email me. You got, and Benita, I see you. Y'all go ahead and email me. You can create your business your way. So again, this is not a franchise. A lot of times people, to do a franchise, I think with some of the places out there are $100,000 or more. This is not what this is. When you join Paint Party headquarters, you're paying a monthly $47 to have access to all of it. You can grab and go and use it as your Paint Party stuff. Oh yeah, that's awesome. We do interview Leah. Leah says, I'd love to see an interview with the Rockstar Painters. And Marianne, if you don't mind maybe reaching out to them, I think we've already interviewed Janet, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we interview a lot of our members too. And what's been so cool that I did not know would happen is our members meet up with each other. Like I am a very big believer in collaboration over competition. And I have members of Paint Party headquarters that I see in my local coffee shop. And I have members that are within 20 minutes of me. And I'm telling you that I don't see it as competition. What I see it as is if I can't do the party, I can refer them to them. If they can't do the party, maybe they're sick or I'm sick, we can help each other out. So I'm all about like having fun and getting to meet those people and seeing what that's like. Rita, okay. Email support at techstartandsoul.com. Okay, so now you can use your paint party money to pay for vacation, pay off debt, renovate your home, whatever. Okay, so we're about to get to the Q&A part. I wanted to show you a few of the designs here. This is just a few. Again, we have a lot of people that, even members, this was one thing that I did not anticipate. A lot of our members will create designs and put hashtag share. It is so crazy. And Debbie, we do have like a where are you at, like where are you located, and people put their stuff on there. So crazy. So cool. And then you can meet up. Okay, so here's just done for you. This is just some. So you can see on the left the painting's changing, and then on the right the marketing changes to match it. So when you think that we only have a few, it's not. It's a lot. I mean, seriously, like when I book my parties, there's something that happens in the paint party world. When you start to consistently show up as the paint party person in your area, the coolest thing. Oh, that's awesome, Betty. Betty says she collaborates with someone 90 minutes away. Very cool. Oh, and Betty, if you'll message me, or I'm sorry, email support at Texas Art and Soul, I'll send you some brushes. Thanks for sharing that. But here's what's so cool is like when you start to do paint parties, there's something that happens. Think of a teeter-totter, because right now I'm doing my hands and you can't see me, but think of a teeter-totter, right? So when you're first starting, it's like seriously like so hard. Oh, Brianda, go ahead, send me your email or send me an email. That's fine. So there's something that happens. There's like a teeter-totter that like, okay, first off, nobody knows who you are. Then you start doing some. You send the magic script. You start sending a few, you start doing a few paint parties. And then before you know it, you're out there. You're the paint party person. People start referring you. People start to know who you are. And then it kind of becomes like this. Like it starts to, you can't see me and I'm sitting here doing my hands. Just picture my face right now. Okay, so then there's like this teeter-totter. And then all of a sudden it's like people start to contact you. And that's what's really cool. And that's been what's happening to me the past several years is I don't really have to go out and get too many parties. They kind of just repeat. It's a lot of repeat customers. And Tony Lands, one of our long time members. And Tony, if you will email us, we will send you some brushes. I know you have a zillion, but we'll still send you some. Okay, so I just wanted to show you this because it's really cool. Okay, and that's just a handful of them. That's not even all of them. Okay, when you sign up by midnight tonight, you are going to get a printed lookbook. Okay, so this is really so cool. I take this to all my paint parties, and the coolest thing about it is you put a few of these on the table, you are booking another paint party before you ever leave. So, oh, not tonight. I'm sorry. Thank you, Brendan. By Friday, November 15th. So you have Friday, November 15th by midnight, okay? Sonia, maybe. We might be able to do, no, I can't promise that. Just in case I don't have enough. But I do love that. Yeah, team, if y'all want to pick a few people too, you can put their names in the chat. If you want to feel like Santa Claus, maybe pick 5 people each. That'd be awesome. So watch the chat too. So yeah, if you become a member by Friday, November 15th at midnight, you will get a printed lookbook. And this thing is so cool. So lots of bonuses here. Printed lookbook, You'll have a downloadable magic script. You'll have the creative calendar downloadable, and then you'll also get the bonus tutorial of the cardinal. Okay, and it's $47 a month, and you can cancel at any time. Okay, you can cancel at any time you want. So don't worry if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Like, get in there, see if you like it. However, I will recommend at least give yourself 6 months. Okay, and I'm telling you, the reason why is most people will not be brave enough to take action. And a lot of people need time to learn. So we're all different types of learners, and you can let me know in the comments which one you are. Oh, Bethany, I'm so happy you signed up. I'm so excited. Very cool. Yeah, so let me know what type of learner you are. Are you a person who likes to get all the information first? Get all the information first and then take action? And if that's you, that is okay. You are welcome here. Like, seriously, we have so much information. But here's the thing I want to really, really tell you. This is the last time ever we are offering the $47 a month. Once November 15th at midnight hits, oh, there's Piper. She's upset about it too. Once November 15th at midnight hits, if you haven't joined at the $47 a month, when we open the doors again next August, the price will be $57 a month. Okay? So as long as you have signed up at that $47, it will not go up for you. So all of our current PPHQ members, I know we have 3,000 of you in there. We've been around 6.5 years. We started with 58. Isn't that insane? Now we have over 3,000. Don't worry. If you are already in there, you are locked in at your rate. It will never go up for you. So I just want y'all to know the price will be going up. Okay, so it's $47 a month, but I highly recommend give yourself time. If you're signing up and you're like, oh, I really don't have time to dig into this until summer, that's okay. Sign up and just, take trainings as you can, start to get your feel with the painting, all of that. It's totally okay. Wow, there's a lot here. Okay, so we are giving a lot. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know we have a lot. We give a lot. And I, about a year ago, we did a survey inside Paint Party headquarters. And I said, is there anything you want me to take out of Paint Party headquarters? Because my biggest thing is I don't want to overwhelm you. So I need you to raise your right hand and promise with me, okay? I know it's going to feel dorky because I can't see you and you can't see me, but raise your right hand and say, I promise not to judge. No, not that. To not try and watch every single training in the first 24 hours. You will be on the floor in the fetal position throwing up, okay? But here is the thing. I want to trust you to be able to self-manage and not overwhelm yourself. Because here's the thing. When I asked Paint Party headquarters if you wanted me to take some of the stuff away because it was overwhelming, I got a very, very, very aggressive, please don't take anything away. Please don't take anything away. So with that, I want to be able to trust you to not put yourself in the fetal position, okay? So to take your time and know that it's there and it's not going away, because this place is literally built for you. It's built for you and it's built for me. And I use this every single week for my own in-party and online paint party business that I currently do right now. I have 5 paint parties booked for next month, almost all in the same week, like a week and a half. So this isn't knowledge that I learned 20 years ago and I'm, just remembering what I did back then. No, this is stuff I literally do right now actively. Before I was on here, I was sending an email to my current people in my town about my paint parties. So this is stuff that I do every day, all day, and I use Paint Party headquarters to get it done. Monda says, no takeaways, please. So you got to promise, right? You got to promise. You can't overwhelm yourself. Okay, so this is the one that we are getting so many messages about. This nutcracker. I had no idea this nutcracker would be such a hit. I have never painted a nutcracker before these two, and now I'm kind of obsessed with it. I love it so, so much. And the great news is, it is so much easier than it looks. So for you and for your painters, this is going to be such a fun one because it's only about 4 colors and it's so, so easy to paint. Like, I mean, look, some black paint, a little bit of red, some black on there. It's so easy. It looks harder than it really is. Okay. All right. So this is a bonus. Become a member and you get to join, not just get the Nutcracker series, which you will get immediately, but we're going to have a Christmas paint party on December 12th. So as a member, you will get to be on a Zoom with me and hundreds of other Paint Party Headquarter members, and hopefully your best ugly Christmas sweater, and hopefully please bring your kids, your puppies, all of that, like cats. I guess cats are welcome. No, I'm just kidding. Cats are welcome, but definitely your dogs. Please bring your dogs. And then we're going to paint together on December 12th, and I cannot wait. So make sure you join. That is so, so much fun. I love, love, love. We actually just recently started doing like kind of more paint parties together like that on Zoom, and it's really fun. So make sure you're a part of that. Okay, this is us. I told y'all, like, we like to get together. We like to have fun. Donna, actually, I do like cats, but I'm a little scared of them. Because my father-in-law has cats, and for some reason, every time I go visit, like, and I'm allergic to cats too. That might be another reason why. So I'm just not really comfortable around cats, and they make me sneeze. However, they kind of scare me a little bit. But dogs, I don't know. I just love a dog. I love dogs. Okay, so here's the deal. We get together. So Paint Party Business Live is so, so much fun. I wanted to show you that this isn't just about logging into a course and you see, you know, a few people on a thing. Jess has 17 chickens. That is awesome. So awesome. Jess with 17 chickens, you deserve some paintbrushes. Please email us. Okay, so right here, I want to show you that this just isn't just where you get your stuff. This is where, yeah, Jamie says, I see lots of my friends on this slide. This is where you find your creative BFFs. We talked about finding people that like to do the same thing you do, that like to have fun and paint, that like to be creative. You can see us over here on the left at Dollywood, over here in the Stockyards. And on the right, you can see our painted prom dresses and all of our crazy painted outfits. And if you look real close on the middle right, if you zoom in, you can see right beside my daughter in the red dress, you can see Tammy Sharp. She is wearing a handmade, again, this is handmade. This is what I love so much about all of you, is you are my kind of crazy, right? You're my kind of crazy, and I love it. She did a handmade carousel where they were like turning and making music, and just so cool. So, so cool. So I just want you to know that, like, if you are excited and want to do some fun stuff, and we also have a cruise coming up. So Paint Party Business Live is going to sea, and you are invited. So you are more than welcome to be a part of this. And I know Tammy, the one I just talked about, she has already been doing sneak peeks of her dresses for a month now, and it's so much fun. So our theme for the Paint Party and Business Live cruise is mermaids and pirates. So here is the thing. You have to make sure, if you want to be a part of this, the Paint Party Business Live, sign up for it. We have all the information inside. We're going on the cruise in January. Again, it's optional. This is not mandatory, but it's just going to be so much fun. And I cannot wait to be a part of this. Oh my gosh, Lori works for Royal. That's amazing. Yeah, I actually went and checked out the ship this July, and y'all are gonna freak. I can't wait. And we have business trainings on board. You can bring your family, you can bring your best friend, you can bring your sister. I don't care. Like you can bring whoever you want. But yeah, we're gonna have a really cool time together. So again, this is the last time at $47 a month. You have until November 15th at midnight for that price. Okay, it's time for Q&A. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Okay, so we're gonna do the Q&A. I am so excited to be doing this with you. So we are going to be answering your questions. Now, the team, let's give a round of applause to the team. The team is putting all of your questions here for me so I can grab them easily. So as you come on, let me know you're here. So again, I can give away brushes and all of that great stuff. And also, so I don't feel alone. I don't want to feel alone. Okay, so let's see. Oh my gosh, I think I found me. Okay, good. Awesome. Yay! Okay, great. Have y'all had fun? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This has been such a fun time. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer questions. So what I'm gonna do, basically I answer questions so my face falls off. And so I'm going to be looking right here and kind of go down the list of what your questions are. Okay, so are you ready? Let me know in the comments. Lost you for a minute or two, having a blast. Oh, good, Jess. Awesome. Very good, Leanne. I'm so glad you're having fun. Hi, Tamara. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, thank y'all for being patient with this, having to go back and forth like that, because it was a little bit weird, frustrating. So hopefully you're watching. Let me know if you're watching live right now, obviously, and then if you're watching this tomorrow, you can put replay if you're watching the replay. Okay, so Sunny Dawn Marler says, how do I keep the conversation going with my class? This is a great question. Okay, so we have, let me see how many questions we have right now. We have 40 questions, and if you still have questions, you can put them in the chat. So don't worry if you're still, writing questions, they're grabbing them and putting them over here for me. So I'm going to try to answer them as fast as possible. And then don't worry if you join Paint Party Headquarters, which by the way, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have more questions tomorrow, remember at 10 a.m. I'm going to be live with you via Zoom. So if you join, if you have joined this week or even, last week, you will get a link to Zoom, and then we can actually be, together on Zoom, and we can have coffee together and all of that good stuff. Okay, so how do you keep the conversation going with my class? Number one, use our Paint Party playlist. I beg you. We have been testing out the great songs that make people like excited and then they start singing along. So number one, make sure you use our Paint Party playlist. Number two, we have a thing called, where are they? Oh, I think they're in my art studio. It's called Paint Party Questions. So if anything's a little wonky and you're like, oh, it feels a little crazy, you can always pass out the Paint Party questions and have them, ask each other, and then it kind of keeps the conversation going. Another tip, be okay with the silence. Sometimes as women, as adults, whatever, we need we're in it. We're in the zone and we enjoy that silence. So don't always think you have to have everybody talking all the time. That doesn't mean that they're not having fun. Rita says, do you need to file a DBA in order to make or collect money? File on tax returns. Great question. DBA, I highly recommend. It's doing business as. It costs about 25 bucks at your county clerk's office. I go in person just because a lot of online stuff, sometimes can send you down a scam area. So I will do that. And then as far as tax returns, I highly recommend you talk to a trusted local CPA. You can also go to your local SBA, something like that. Here's the thing. I can teach you everything there is to know about paint parties, but I do not want to get you thrown in jail. I am not a tax professional, so make sure you go there for that. Okay, Tina asks, what do you recommend to keep on hand for paints? Do you buy the small bottles at like Joann's, or you order the giant bottles? Great question. I love the small 2-ounce bottles. I'm trying to see if I have any on my desk here. The 2-ounce bottles are my favorite. I recommend those. I love Deco Art, but you can use Craftsmart. You can use folk art, any of those. And the reason I love the little bottles versus the giant bottles is because I like those specific colors. So like to get, the pretty golds or whatever, like I love knowing I have access to like a 24 karat gold, right? Like things like that. So that's what I like to do. Again, I know a lot in the beginning days, I used a lot of the giant big bottles and then I mixed it. And sometimes you just don't get like a good dragon fruit pink with trying to mix it yourself. Okay, Jess says, how far have you traveled for a party? Who wants to guess? If you can guess how far I've traveled for a party, I will send you some brushes. Let's see. Let's see if anybody can guess. Yes, Sonia, embrace the awkward. I agree. 2,000 miles. Yeah, that's about right. I have traveled. So I have a really cool video called Traveling Paint Parties, and you should watch it. And Brendan, I don't know if you can find it, but if you can post it in this group, I would love for y'all to see it. It's on my YouTube. Yeah, and Charlotte, when I first moved back to Texas after being gone for almost 10 years, me and my daughter Pixie, we did like a 13, 14-day road trip when she was way younger. And we did it for several years. And so basically what we do is we travel, we do paint parties along the way. And on one of these trips, we did 5 paint parties over a time period of about 13 days. And we drove everywhere. It was so fun. We stayed with some of our paint party headquarter members. I remember staying with Rita and Mr. Potter, which you'll see them on the cruise. They're a huge part of the training, huge part of paint party headquarters. Okay, so let's see. Lori says, how much do you charge for a virtual class when the client provides their own supplies? So Lori, when I do virtual classes, I charge $350 for an hour. That's my corporate rate. So I give them the supply list and then they basically show up on a Zoom. I teach them. It takes an hour and it's 350 bucks. Again, it depends. So like if I'm doing an online class like this, I might only charge $10. So it totally depends. But corporate, I charge $350. Again, in that corporate, do you know how they found me? They found me on YouTube. And then they reached out to me and hired me. So now I do a lot of their corporate events behind the scenes, which is really cool. Okay, Lainey says, what if someone doesn't finish within the paint party time? Oh, I have that happen all the time, all the time. And so what I usually do, and I talk about this a lot in Paint Party Headquarters, is really, oh, Donna, welcome. I'm glad you're here. So sorry we had to switch the videos. So what I like to do is really give people like, okay, we're going to finish this in one song. And then I'll play like Dolly Parton 9 to 5 or something. Okay, this background part's only going to take 2 songs. And I really try to anticipate like, okay, I know this takes this much time, and really speak to each part of the painting process. You will get better at it, I promise, but there is kind of like a learning curve to that. Also, another tip is I'll say something like, hey, you have 20 minutes till the group picture. If you're not done, don't worry, it's okay. You can come back and paint, but at 7:50, we're going to do a group picture. Things like that. How many helpers do you have for a party of 20? Okay, so I have been an art teacher. I was an art teacher for 10 years. So, I mean, I'm used to teaching big groups by myself. Especially kids, they're a lot harder to manage. Well, sometimes adults can be harder to manage, but there's definitely tips that I teach inside Paint Party Headquarters for that. But for a party of 20, I would have, if you're brand new, I would have 2 helpers. If you are a seasoned pro, you might not need a helper at all. And if you're like, I'm just a little bit nervous and I want some extra hands, just have 1 helper. Okay, let's see. Chris says, I'm in a situation, none of my family is willing to help me or even believe that my art can be a business. Oh, Chris, okay, hear me. How can I say this without... Sometimes our families are not going to understand or believe in what we're doing until we start showing a paycheck. That's just reality. Okay, there's so many things in our life that we start and we stop. And instead of thinking of it as, oh my gosh, I mean, look, I love Young Living oils. I used to try to sell Young Living oils. Like I have done that before. Do I sell them today? No, that is not how I'm going to make my money. It is not for me. But I didn't know that unless I tried it. Okay. But if every, few months I'm trying something new, now I'm trying to do this, now I'm trying to do that. Sometimes our family is like, oh, this is exhausting. What's next? So I know for me, when I was first teaching paint parties, I'm very, very thankful. Bobby is so good to me. But there were a lot of days he was working his full-time job. He didn't have time to help because he was at work. So I was at home, Pixie's at school, Bobby's at work, and I'm squirting all the paint into the stuff for the kits. And then all of a sudden it was like the paychecks got bigger, and then they got bigger. And then it was like, oh my gosh, I literally just got, $2,000 for one night. That's what I make in a month teaching. It was like so crazy. So what I want you to remember is that it's okay if your family doesn't understand right away. It is okay if your friends don't understand. They don't ever have to understand. They do not ever. I still have friends to this day that are kind of like, why'd you quit teaching? They're still, some just don't understand. And that's okay. But you got to be okay with going, you know what? I'm going to try this and I'm going to give it more than 3 weeks. You've got to try. You got to be okay with failure to move forward. And I promise if you keep at it and keep at it and keep at it, I promise if you do what I tell you to do and not do 1,000 things around what I'm telling you to do, you're going to have success. But you can't, say, well, I called this. I didn't tell you to call people. Well, I did that. I didn't tell you to do that. I told you to do this. And when you really follow that and book the party and have the income and go, hey, I got extra money. Let's go on a little road trip. They're going to see something different. And it's crazy. I had family that didn't understand. And then all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute. Did you get paid for every single person? And then they're like, wait a minute, that was like 100 people. That's a lot of money for one night. So yes, that's why we're here. When nobody understands you, come to Paint Party Headquarters and we understand. So we'll be your support system through that. Regina says, big question. Do you have to have insurance to have a paint party? So we have like a link for an insurance that's like really, really cheap. When you're first starting right now, all I ask you to do is just have a practice party. If you start trying to go find your CPA tomorrow, you start trying to go get insurance, you start trying to do a DBA, you start trying blah, 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 blah. What I want you to worry about right now is just having just like I got my little dining room table ready, just have the dining room table ready and teach your weird neighbor, literally just teach your weird neighbor, like whatever. I just want you to take action. If you start going down a list of 500 things right now, you're going to be in the fetal position and tired. And I don't want that. Okay. Anne says, how do you do fundraising, churches, and libraries? Okay, Anne, it's the same way. Send the magic script. Just change it a little bit and book through there. We have some people that actually have, oh yeah, it is not. No, it is not like Young Living. No, that is not what this is. When you pay $47 a month, you're paying for access to all my paintings, to all my marketing. You're not trying to get people to sign up for them to sign up to be a part of Paint Party. That's not what this is. This is me saying, use my stuff and go make money. That's literally what it is. So here's the deal with fundraising, churches, and libraries. We have trainings on all of these, but we have somebody in our group that actually has like a grant from the library. So people get to come paint for free and the library pays her the check. And I think she goes every single month. So there's some really cool stuff. Okay, we have a few people that have joined. Let me give a shout out real quick. Oh my gosh. Okay, Carla Garner, congrats. Very exciting. She says, this is so inspiring. I just joined y'all today. Congratulations. I'm so excited. And thank you for trusting us. Thank you for trusting my team. I hope you can see that I am sincere about this. Like I am very, very passionate about paint parties, and I am more passionate about helping artists and crafters realize that they can make money to help their family. Okay. So this isn't just about like, oh, let's go paint. Like, I really want you, I feel like I'm like the Dave Ramsey of art. Like I want you to make a difference in your family's life with your paint party money, whether that's travel, Christmas, whatever. And Jessica says, I joined Paint Party headquarters today, just waiting to be accepted into the Facebook group. So excited. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you'll get accepted within 48 hours. So please give our team time. Give us at least 48 hours to accept you, and especially on the weekends. So sometimes it's a little bit slower on the weekends. And Antoinette says, I just signed up. Yay. Welcome. So happy to teach you. Regina says, Heidi, I'm so glad I joined your Paint Party headquarters. This is a dream of mine to do. Oh, high five. Dream is happening. I am with you, girl. This was such a dream for me too, and I'm so thankful I get to do this. Sonia says, I'm going to sign up for Paint Party headquarters after this live. Oh, yay, Sonia. Congratulations. And I'll see all of y'all that have joined in the morning at 10 a.m. if you're not tired of me yet. Hopefully you're not tired of me yet. I know we've been together all week. Okay, Lori says, do you require payment before the party? Yes. So we teach you how to get prepays before the party. Because here's the deal. If you say, oh, go ahead and, just pay when you get there. People get tired, their day is long, and then they don't show up. But if they've already paid for it, then they're going to show up. So yes, we do. Tamara says, question. Do we need to come up with a name specifically for a paint party business, or can we use our art studio name, Home Studio? What do you recommend? Tamara, inside Paint Party headquarters, we have a whole training, and we try to keep our trainings besides the painting trainings. We try to keep all of our marketing and social media trainings 10 minutes or less. Now, the reason why is because we are busy people. You have a lot to do. You probably have kids, grandkids, and you got cute little Renleys, like things like that, right? Like you have a lot going on. So we cut out any fluff and we make it straight to the point. So we have a training that tells you exactly how I chose my business name. So it kind of walks you through a process. However, don't get stuck on that. If you're like, oh, I need a business name, just Roxanne's Paint Parties, Paint Parties by Roxanne, whatever you want, right? It doesn't have to be crazy. Sandy says, what brushes do you recommend sizes to have on hand? So I recommend 3 brushes. So I recommend 1-inch flat, okay? And we have wholesalers inside of Paint Party headquarters that we recommend. A 1-inch flat, a round, like a 6 or an 8 round, and then a liner brush. So basically, I teach with these 3 brushes and sometimes a chip brush, and I always use these. So if I can't paint it with these, I'm not painting it because I don't want us to have a zillion types of brushes. So I just stick to these 3 for everything. Okay, let's see. Doris says, when you do have a paint party at a restaurant, do they take a part of the money you make? So here's the deal. Most of the restaurants I teach, actually all the restaurants I teach at, they do not take a percentage. However, I make sure to always remind my painters, come early, come order food, grab a drink, get it at 5:30, we'll start painting promptly at 6. When you do that and those customers have bought food, bought drinks, they are always going to want you back. So make sure you do your part to remind them to come early, buy drinks, food, things like that. Is this helpful? Let me know in the comments if it is. Oh, thanks, Charlotte. I just went to the little place and got it done. Thank you. I'm going a little darker. What do you think? I'm trying to it was so dead with the bleach blonde, so I'm trying to make it like a little healthier. And I literally I think I can finally start doing ponytails again. Like I used to always, I know this is a tangent, but just real quick, because I mean, a lot of us are women. I used to always do like braids with my hats, and then my hair started literally falling out. And so now I'm like doing it a little bit darker, and I almost have enough. The other day I just did my first side ponytail in a long time. So I'm very, very excited. Okay, good. It's very helpful. And that's the thing too. Even if you don't join Paint Party headquarters, take notes. Like I am giving you a ton of information. So even if you can't join us, please go make money for your family. Okay. Do you Sheila asks, do you give or have a non-refundable disclosure? Yes. So when people go to sign up for my paint parties, it literally says at the end, and there are no refunds. And I just leave it like that. Now, I am no monster. So if somebody is sick or whatever, like if they contact me, I'll give them a refund. But if they do, or I'll give them a kit. Usually that's what happens, is I just give them a kit. Okay, Tanya says, how far out should we plan our parties? 3 weeks. I highly recommend 3 weeks. That gives you plenty of time to get the information to them, all the marketing. And again, we have everything for the marketing for you. And Doris says, the tax part is what scares me more. Doris, no, you should have a business. Oh my gosh, there are so many benefits. When I go to a paint party and I order food, I get to write my dinner off. Like, besides glitter, paint, my dinner, like my gas, there's so many benefits to having a business. And Bethany says, how do you get a student to follow what you're doing instead of doing what they want and then being frustrated or disappointed it didn't turn out? So, okay, I have taught thousands of people at this point, literally thousands of people, no lie. Like, I've been doing this for nearly 20 years. Here's the thing. Miriam says, oh my goodness, I was on the other video. I had no idea. Oh, so sorry. Usually it's all one video, but we had a little tech issue. I apologize, Miriam. For that, you get a brush set. Please email support@texasartandsold.com. Okay, so here's the thing. If they get disappointed, now again, teaching thousands of people at this point in my career, I have only had a handful. I can count on one hand how many people I've had that were disappointed. And so what I decide to do is I kind of say something like, hey, I'm going to be teaching the Nutcracker. Oh, it fell. Okay, I'll say something like, I'm going to be teaching this, but you can paint the Eiffel Tower if you want. Like I say kind of like a joke like that. And I say it kind of just to show them like, this is what I'm teaching, but if you want to go, off the rails, then go for it. So yeah, don't worry too much about that. And again, I really want y'all to just focus on the first step. If you haven't done a practice party yet, do a practice party. Okay, let's see. Jessica, if you were to just sell the paintings, how much would you charge for the different sizes? So again, that's a personal thought. And we do have like some trainings on just like the custom orders. But honestly, if I'm at a paint party and it's towards the end of the season and somebody just painted the girl and they're like, hey, can I buy the guy? I'd be like, all right, $50, 45 bucks, whatever I feel like I want to sell it for. Now, if I know I need this. So there was a paint party several years ago where I was teaching a Mr. Claus and a Mrs. Claus. And I remember I had a party the very next day of the same thing. Because that's one of the secrets, y'all. Like, you don't need hundreds of paintings, even though we give you hundreds of paintings. You don't need hundreds of paintings for a season to make a ton of money. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. You don't need hundreds of paintings to make thousands of dollars in a season. You just need a couple of good paintings. So my paint parties, they all include this season. So you just need a couple of good paintings. So I had a party one time where I was doing a Mr. and Mrs. like Claus, and somebody wanted to buy one. And I remember going like, okay, what price would it be? Because I got to go home and paint this again for the party the next day. And so I just threw out a price and I was like, 75 bucks. That's worth it to me because I can paint it in under an hour and that seems like a good rate for me. And they were like, okay, sold. And I was like, okay, I made $75 and I'm not mad about it because I can paint it really quick. Okay, Jess says, how do you know how much paint to buy for one party? So here's the thing. Don't trip over pennies to make dollars. If you know, pretend this is orange paint, okay? If you know you have a snowman nose and one thing of paint is going to paint 10 snowman's nose, buy 3. Just because I have always ran out of paint, so I overbring. Is that too much? Of course, but I just overbring. Okay. Lainey says, and we're doing good on questions. I'm going to start rapid fire because I know we have a lot of questions and I know y'all been here a while. Again, let me know if you're having fun. I am. I hope you are. Okay, so, and the team is on here. If you have questions and I can't get to them, I know they're replying to your questions too on there. Lainey says, does the location provide the tables, tablecloths, chairs, etc.? If you're not at a restaurant and there aren't tables and chairs there. Okay, so I have made this mistake too. Make sure you have, make sure nothing's from the team. Sorry, okay. Make sure you are going to a place that has tables and chairs. I used to, for a very short time, bring tables and chairs. Do not recommend it. Do not do it. It is a pain. Don't do it. So always make sure there's tables and chairs there. I do bring my own plastic tablecloths from the dollar store or Walmart, and then I throw them away. And how do you take payment? So there's many ways. You can use Square, you can use Venmo, you can use a PayPal link, and you can use Ticketmaster, you can use through Constant Contact. We have so many trainings on which one you can choose. Michael and Leslie Treadway, she says, how many hours should you plan for a party? Okay, so I always get there, let's say it's a party of 10. I'll get there an hour early to set up. So let's say my party is from 6 to 8. I'll get there at 5 o'clock, 4:45. I get there way early. So, oh, thanks, Jane. That's so sweet. And so 4:45, I'll get there. I'll set up. I'll be done way ahead of time because I would rather be way early and then be able to shake people's hands, greet them, get them to their spot. And then from 6 to 8, we paint. And then from 8 to 9, I clean up. So from 4:45 to 9. Benita says, what if we sent the script and heard back? What do we tell them next? Benita, look at you go. You are taking action. Pat yourself on the back. I am so proud of you. That is amazing. Good job. Okay, so if they heard back, say, hey, is there a time I can come up and talk about meeting? Or you could say, that sounds great. Here's a couple of designs. And then send the snowman. If you're a part of Paint Party headquarters, grab the nutcrackers for sure. Those are huge winners right now. So send a couple of designs and say, hey, here's some designs. Which one do you like? Remember, it's like you're not trying to go straight into marriage. It's like first date, right? You want to go back and forth with small bits of information. If all of a sudden you hit them with, let's get married, here's 400 bits of information, you got to read all of them, they're going to back off. They're going to ghost you. So again, just say, here's a couple of designs. Which ones do you like? Don't send 5. Send 2 to 3 only, are on trend. Are you sending spring right now? Nope. We are snowmen, nutcrackers, Santa. We are doing all Christmas all the time right now. This is your money-making season. Yes, you can make money in spring. Yes, you can make money in summer. Yes, you can make money in fall. But do not miss right now Christmas season. This is the time. Okay, let's see. Jessica says, do you post on all social media platforms? Yes, definitely. Again, if you're not there yet, send the magic script. Book a lot of my parties that I book are happening through text or happening through Messenger. They're not being blasted. They're just through those channels. So again, don't stress about, oh, I got to be on social media everywhere. Again, just send the magic script or have a practice party. So, pop quiz. What should you do first? Watch every training? Should I go to the restaurant or start calling them right away? No, none of that, okay? What should you do first? Have a practice party. It's that easy. Have a practice party. Guinea pig party. Yes, Bethany. Bethany Graham, you just won some paintbrushes. Email support@textilartandsoul.com. Okay, Jess says, how do you create the page to do a live paint party? So this is a group. So for example, right now, you are in a Facebook group that we approved you to be in, and you have access to this Facebook group until November 15th. So just a reminder, if you have not painted the snowman yet or gone through the trainings with me, do it before November 15th because you don't have access to this group after November 15th. So yeah, that's how I do it. And then also, if I'm doing a Zoom, like with a corporate party, I send them the Zoom link. We show up on the Zoom link, we record it, and we go from there. Okay, let's see who else has joined real quick. Okay, we got Jessica Hall. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause, by the way. Okay, round of applause if they have joined Paint Party headquarters. And Shauna Stower, she says, I just registered for PPHQ at the beginning of the week and did a paint party with 25 college students last night and had a blast. Y'all, high five. You literally just probably paid for your whole year of Paint Party headquarters. That's insane. Sonia says, I'm getting so excited. Sign up tonight. Yay! Congrats. Very excited. Kelly Rambo just joined. Very cool. Welcome, Kelly. So happy to teach you. Bethany Thorne Graham, I just signed up. Very cool. Thank you so much. Again, I am so honored that you trust me and our whole Paint Party headquarters team. And I see April in the comments. She says, way to take action. Yeah, April's one of our rock stars too. She's a go-getter. And you'll get to meet all of our members and so much fun. And Antoinette, Elijah just signed up. Congratulations. And I'm telling you, if you just go through the trainings and take action and seek support when you need it, there is no telling what, like, think about 1 year from now. Don't think about a month from now. Think about 1 year from now, like what could happen. Again, I told you this about me working in corporate and all of that, you know, literally in spreadsheets. Why would they give me numbers? I am not that person. And here I am today, thankfully, you know, a couple decades later, and my whole world is filled with paint and glitter and color and cool people like you who want to paint dresses and dance and all that fun stuff. Like, it's just this whole magical world we've created, and I'm just so thankful you're a part of it. Okay, let's answer a few more questions. It looks like we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are y'all good for 8 more questions? Can we do it? Yes, we can. Okay, I know we can. Okay, oh, we have a couple snowman celebrations too. Let me share a couple of snowman. Oh yeah, April, that is definitely something we need to remind everybody. She put her kids through college through paint parties. Hear that? She's 2 boys and put them both through college with her paint party money. That is insane. Okay, so Melody Hicks says, I have 4 people Sunday doing a party. Oh my gosh, y'all are action takers. I love this. Okay, Carol says, Carol Bates says, I'm having a sip and paint at a loaded tea shop tomorrow. While I'm watching tonight, I'm tracing the every woman holding tea. Oh, that's one of our designs. That's awesome. Very cool. Julianne says, I reached out to 3 senior living communities. Congrats on taking action. Y'all, we have to congratulate them. Like, these are people like taking action right now. And now is the time. Now is the time. You have not missed the boat. If you're like, oh, Christmas season, it's almost, no, you have time. I promise. Cindy says, I'm doing 2 paint parties on Tuesday as a fundraiser and for my DARS chapters special project. I'm not sure what that means. I apologize. I have 13 signed up between the 2 parties. This will be my first real party. Congrats. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you're like, I'm not sure how to pay for Paint Party headquarters, book the party, then pay for Paint Party headquarters. Like, you can do this. I'm so proud of you, Cindy. Crystal says, I have a party scheduled for next Tuesday at the library. Really hoping I get butts in the seats. Well, Crystal, bring out the big guns. This one is selling like hotcakes. I'm telling you. And then we also have not only the snowman we did for this party, but last year's snowman. Oh my gosh, I made personally thousands of dollars off that snowman, and I know many of our Paint Party headquarters members have made thousands as well. So yeah, if you're unsure, grab the snowman from last year. I call it my Taylor Swift snowman because it's like she's partying. It's like so cool. Okay, the next one I want to share. Nicole Smith says, I booked my party today. I have a retail boutique shop. I normally do cookie decorating classes at. Nicole, I would love to come to your cookie decorating class. Oh my gosh, are you close? I love cookie decorating. I'm so bad at it, but it's so fun. And that's the coolest thing about this. It could be tote bags. It could be floral arrangements. It could be anything. Like, there's so many possibilities. Faye, Congrats. Faye has her guinea pig paint party this Sunday. Way to go, Faye. Yay. Very, very cool. So proud of you. Okay, let's answer a few more questions and then we'll do a couple more celebrations and then we'll call it a night. Sound good? Are y'all with me still? Do number 1 if you're with me so I can see if we're still here. Or if I'm just talking to the air. I don't think so. Oh no, we got a lot of you on here. Oh my gosh, thank you for hanging out with me. Okay, good. And is this helpful? Again, like I said, even if you don't join, I want you to get tips from this so you can make some money, okay? Jessica says, do the customers take home the painting supplies after the party? How do you clean up all the supplies? So I recommend, just like we showed you on that setup, I recommend just a paper plate, throw it away when you're done. We keep the brushes unless it's an art kit. If it's an art kit, they take it with them. Doris Wilson says, is there a discount store where you can save on supplies? Doris, we have a lot of different wholesalers we work with, and we give you that information inside Paint Party headquarters. So yes, yes, yes. And Crystal says, do you give each painter the step-by-step papers? I do. You don't have to, but I do just because I think it looks professional and I don't know. They're so fun. I just give it to them. Okay, let's see. Sarah says, so will the book be sent to us or do we have to print it at a print shop? Okay, so the lookbook. Good question. The lookbook, let me show you real quick because I know there's like some things that are, I just fell. Oh my gosh. Y'all, okay, so we were in a plane going to look at a school for Pixie for her college. And I got the biggest bruise because I fell trying to get through the plane seats, and my hips don't lie. I know I tell y'all that, but they really don't lie. And so my hips hit the side of the plane, like the seat, and there was not enough room for these hips. And then I fell into the like armrest, and I seriously, like my leg like here has like this giant knot on it, and oh my gosh, it's so bad. And then I just did it again. Just these hips, they just don't lie. Okay, so this lookbook, you will get this when you're a brand new member. We mail this to you, so it has room for you to put your information, and then it has all of the seasons. And again, this is not everything we have, okay? This is not everything. This is just some of them. So we send you a copy of this as like our thank you gift when you first join. Now, if you want to download this, print more, any of that, you can edit it. You can put your own paintings in here. You can have all kinds of fun with this. Then you can do that too. We even have kids stuff in here, every season, all of that fun stuff. Whew, it's a lot, I know. However, about twice a year, I'll order in bulk and I'll do like a price for like $75 for 10 books. And then I offer them to Paint Party headquarters if you want to buy them. So usually twice a year, I will update the book and I'll say, hey, I'm going to do a mass order. Go ahead and pre-order. Because again, just like I teach you to do butts in the seat, you get prepays first, then you buy your supplies. Same thing with these. I get prepays first and then I buy them in bulk. However, as a new member, you're going to get that mailed to you. This, I got this printed at Staples. This is digital, okay? So the content creative content calendar is digital. So make sure you download that. You'll get that in your email right away. And then this is digital as well. So when you get the Magic Scripts book, this is digital and it has all the scripts for all of them. So all of that will be digital. And then the lookbook. Oh, and then you'll also get the Paint Party business book. We have a digital copy for you, but if you want to buy it on Amazon, that would be amazing. And then if you haven't read or listened to my book, you can listen to it for 99 cents and it's me reading it to you. So if you're not annoyed with my voice yet, then there's a book you can listen to, and it's a pretty short read. So hopefully it'll inspire you. Okay, let's see. Jessica, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we only have 4 more questions. Oh my gosh. We're doing this. I'm proud of us. Jessica says, have you ever sold your paintings at vendor events? I have. I am not a person who loves vendor events. We have people in this group that kick butt at vendor events, and we have trainings on vendor events, but I just don't personally love them. So you'll find your way. You'll find what you do love, what you don't love, and it's okay if one of you loves vendor events and somebody else doesn't. So I've done it before, but I don't like doing them. But I also live in Texas, and I've also done a vendor event when it was 110 and almost died. Like, it was so crazy. Okay, Rachel Miles says, do you send out reminders to your painters like doctors or hairstylists? Yes, so I send out emails to my painters, and I always say, like, hey, it's coming up. I'm so excited. Here's the link if you want to invite a friend. Things like that, I highly recommend. Vicky Polly says, how do you teach large groups 50 plus since they will not be able to see you or the painting up close? Is that the purpose of the example pictures? Yes, Vicky. Not only that, you're going to have, remember, with like the marketing and stuff like that. So like, not only do you have like the marketing done for you and the supply list, you have this kind of stuff. So remember, this is step-by-step instructions. And then you also have like a display. This we added probably about 6 months ago. So we don't have it on every painting, but all the new stuff we do. And it's kind of like a grid. So between this and this, they have a picture right there with them, and they have a grid they can follow. And then I walk around the whole time. So I just, show the step, and then I'll walk around with my paintbrush and my thing, and I just walk around and help the whole time. All right, the last question, and then we'll share some more celebrations, and then we'll wrap up. Sound good? Awesome. Okay, so Leanne Romaine says, do you trace or have the painters trace the design on the canvas? Great question. My very first time having somebody trace, I brought a tracer because we had like 50 something people, and I was like, man, this reindeer is a little tricky. And so I brought a tracer and seeing if it was going to be okay. And they all traced. They all grabbed it. It was out of poster board. It was all crazy, and they were all grabbing it and tracing it. That taught me a lesson. That they love it pre-traced. So from then on, now I have almost every design pre-traced. So don't worry, we have all the tracers for you. Okay, let's see. Oh, Sarah, thank you. She says PPHQ is the best. Take care of all the deets. Yes, my job literally, like, I am not one of those entrepreneurs that's like, oh, I work for myself. No, I'm like, I got 3,000 plus bosses. You are my boss, and my job is to wake up and try to help you make money with your paint parties. So that is literally my job, my team's job, and we take it very, very seriously. And Vicky Polly says, I used the magic script a couple of weeks ago, and I got a gig at a local coffee shop for possibly every other month. Woo! So exciting. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Oh, and remember, I just saw that about the ink. Remember, don't print everything. A lot of this stuff, like for example, this, if you want to, you could have it where they just, scan it or whatever. You could have it where you send a text to them. Also, like a lot of this stuff, this is just posted online. I just printed it to show you because it'd be a little bit harder to show you without it printed. But a lot of this is just sent via text to my host. They post it online, all of that good stuff. So a lot of times, like, I'll have people that join Paint Party Headquarters and they're trying to print everything. And I'm like, no, just grab what you need when you need it. Okay, we'll do a couple of more wins here, and then we're going to wrap up. So let's see. Shauna says, my lookbook came in the mail today. It's awesome. Oh, yay. I'm so glad you like it. Let's see. Roxanne says, Heidi, I'm so grateful you didn't have all this back then because you probably wouldn't be here for us like you are. Oh, that's so true. We all love you, Bobby, Pixie, and the whole PPHQ team. So grateful. Oh, Roxanne, that's so sweet. Thank you. It's so true. If I would have never created this. That's so true. If I would have had somebody I could have bought this from, I would have just bought it and been doing my paint parties forever, right? Like, that's so crazy. It's weird how life works, right? Isn't that strange? You got me thinking all kinds of stuff right now. Like, what would have my life been like this? I gotta stop. I'll get into a whole daydream. Okay, let's see. Regina just got home from a paint party, tired but so happy I found Heidi in PPHQ. Oh, I'm so, so, so excited. Well, let's go ahead and end on that. Congratulations on your paint party. And I just want to say I am so, so proud of you showing up these last 3 days. I know that you are busy. I know that you have a lot going on, but here's the deal. We still have time to hang out. So when you join Paint Party Headquarters, if you join by tonight, tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'm going to be live with you. I'll have my coffee. I'll be ready to go, and I'll be answering more of your questions. But this time, I get to see your face, and I'm very happy about that because just staring at my face is just, I'm a little tired of my face. So I'm really excited about seeing your face and having coffee with you in the morning. So make sure if you join that you'll have a Zoom link. You can join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central, and we'll be there for an hour just getting to know each other, kind of knowing what you're excited about, what I can help you with, and I cannot wait for that. And then also I want to say, we have prizes. All the prizes for the what is it, Brendan? I want to make sure I have this right. It was like the most creative color, the most creative twist, and I think it's the best surface. So we have contests for that, and then we have the $500 giveaway for the guinea pig party, the practice party. So if you want to put that together, and make sure you do hashtag best paint party ever and post in this group. I'm going to be picking one person on Friday, November 15th at 1 p.m. to win $500 cash. So one of you is going to win $500 cash. And then last but not least, if you want to join Paint Party Headquarters, this is the last time we are ever offering it at $47 a month. When we offer it again in August of 2025, it will be $57 a month. So if you want locked into that rate of $47 a month, make sure you join by Friday, November 15th before midnight so you can get that price. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart and from my team's heart, we are so, so, so grateful. You trusted us with your time, your energy, your $10 to be a part of the Snowman Showdown, all of that. I just want to say thank you so much. And please let us know in the comments if this was worth it. If the $10 you paid for the Snowman Showdown was worth being a part of this. And for those of you that have moved on to join us for Paint Party Headquarters, thank you so much for trusting us. This is just the beginning, and I can't wait to see what you do. All right, enjoy. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.